Okay, today, Mehmet, we're going to sit down and discuss our expectations for our shared office space. Obviously, we both want to keep our own offices, but times being as they are, we have to share. So we read through the norms together. We've gone through a few questions. Now, for our next question, Mehmet, are there times that you keep sacred both in school and outside of school where you may not want to have conversations or get text or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. I pray 5 times a day. And when I'm at work, I pray the noon prayer. It's around 10 minutes long. And the afternoon prayer, same. And if the days are short, I may pray the evening prayer in my office. So it is around 7 or 8 minutes. During those times, honestly, you can have phone conversations with someone else. I will not be paying attention to it, but uh, if it's quiet environment, it will be better for me to perform my prayer. But if there's
Great.
something urgent, you should feel free to, take the call. I wouldn't be
Awesome.
really distracted.
So for me, pretty much throughout the school day is pretty much fair game. And you can really contact me. Like if you think about something, you can really contact me anytime, except that I start to put my baby to bed at 7:15. And that usually lasts till like about 8 o'clock and I'm pretty spent. So like ideally, if I'm trying to like maintain a good work-life balance, I would like to kind of stop conversation at 8 o'clock. If it's possible, but anytime, if you have an emergency or you have a question that's like pertinent to the morning, you can always get me, because typically, when I come in the morning, I do entry and I get settled and I don't look at email till like 8:15. All right. And then
It's great to know. And I honestly, I know that you're a mom. I will try avoiding phone calls. I will probably choose to email you. And if it's really, really urgent, and we need to talk about an urgent issue, I'll text you.
thank
If
you
that's okay
very
with you.
much.
Yep.
Definitely. And I don't check my email at the moment as a rule. I don't check my email on Sunday to keep sacred my family time. But as always, you can get me if you need to get me.
I totally understand.
And then, there may be times we have to get in touch with each other. How do you prefer that we communicate?
Well, again, as I said, if there's something urgent and if we're in the same room, we can talk to each other. And if we're not in the same room, you can call me again if it's urgent, or you can text me. But if it's something that can wait, we can email each other. I would prefer emailing so that I can sit down and take time to provide the best answer to your question.
I agree with that. Same thing. So if it's like not urgent, we should just stick to email. But if we're in the room, definitely let's just chat about it right then. One of the questions that's part of this is like, if we need to kind of talk something out, let's say we've had maybe like a disagreement or something. Do you prefer that we like talk about it right away or that we schedule it?
If we have time, I think we should talk about it as soon as possible. And again, if there are no students around us, if it's a confidential issue, again, we need to make sure that there's no students around us. So yes, if it's an urgent topic, then I think we should talk to each other in person as soon as possible.
I agree with you. And so that that if it's like something that we need to talk about and then we schedule it, that gives me anxiety until we talk. So, I rather just get it out of the way too. The other thing that I thought of while we were talking is that we talked earlier in our conversation about, work styles. And so I listen to music in my headphones, but also answer the phone in my headphones. So there may be times when like I have my headphones on and they might be, maybe the music's like loud or something like that. So if I don't immediately acknowledge you when you talk to me, just like get my attention. because
Good to know.
that's one of those things that has come up in my current shared workspace.
Yeah, good to know.
All right. So now, let's say we've finished our conversation. We've taken some time to look at I drew up our shared expectations, and then we're going to come back together at another time. So we're pretending it's a new time when we look at our expectations together. So let me share my screen. And let me slide it over here. Okay, so can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so we talked the other day about our expectations for the office space, and I shared this Google Doc with you after the day that I wrote it up, and we came up with these expectations together. And so here we go. Here's our basics. Do you have any thoughts about it? Questions about it?
You know what? I truly like this. And I'm not pretending right now, and I'm being honest. When we were taking when we were actually participating in the training provided by Harvard, it always talks about explicitly sharing the norms with the students if you're meeting with them online or in person. So I think this is like setting up the norms for a shared space with a co-worker, and I truly like the idea. I'm so happy that you put this together. I think it will make us feel more comfortable in interacting with each other in the same room and making sure that all of us are safe, our students are safe. I truly love this idea. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so we have our agreement, and in our scenario, because in our fake scenario, we're sharing an office, but in real life, we aren't. So if we were sharing an office, we would probably want to review our expectations that I put in the plan, to review them at the end of every month, because we all know that September feels a lot different than March when you're teaching. So we'll come back to it as we need to, and post this in someplace in our shared office. Thank you so much.
That'll be great. Thank you.
All right.
Looking forward to working together.
Me too. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Yep. Thank you.